What is going on, everyone? I hope you are doing well. Your boy DXP in the building, and we are about to pump the shit out of our bags. What's up, bro? Hope you're well. Yes, we're going to talk about Tectum. Why not? I'm going to switch away from a position of charity, and I'm going to focus more purely on the community projects. That is because we've got, as you can see, USA. Got the election coming up, guys. And we have plenty to get through. So let me just share my screen with you all. What is this? People requested bypass. All right, cool. Let's go, guys. Who's not bullish today? Who's feeling disappointed? Who's feeling sad? I would say get rid of those feelings, guys. Get rid of those feelings. It is fantastic to see you all on another green day. I did say something today in the Discord, which was get into the psychology of planning to take profits in the long term, mid to long term. So, guys, crypto's pumping. But most of you want to know when altcoin season is. I did actually post a detailed post today in the Discord and on the Patreon side about alt season. And as a result, guys, a few of you were asking, when do we take profit? And, my private, I do apologize. If anyone's trying to message me right now, I'm down to like message number 150 or something. So I'm going to get through. But before that, let me big up you guys. Yo, Rafa in the building. Shern in the building. Loki in the building. We've got, what's up, bro? Kosi. What is going on, bro? I hope you're doing well. Is that a Zulu name, by the way? Got Kosa in the building, my brother. We've got Hamza in the building. We're going to, from now on, what happened with alts? Okay, we'll fly now or later. Yeah, I think that's a very good place to start. And realistically speaking, if you read my post today on the Discord, they come in this channel here. So a lot of these things, I mean, my latest post here is all about cycle mindshare. I think that's something we need to talk about. And of course, I know many of you will not kind of read this, but this is all about the interaction between crypto investors and AI, which is increasing. Prior to that, I posted something about the dominance, and I gave today a massive market update. Now, this market update, it had obviously a few things like, for example, what kind of happened in the last 7 days. Of course, there's been Radiant Capital hack. Ethereum is proposed to add Solana. World Liberty Finance token raised only a meager $12 million. But if you're in our Discord, again, there's one about Carrot. There's one about Moon Tropica. This one, literally, no one probably saw this one. So Moon Tropica is an interesting one. They've got partnerships with Superverse, Immutable, Metis, Bonk, Beam, Neo Tokyo, anyone, Chainswap, Hash AI, Neural AI, Banter, Zigly, InfraX, and Creo. With the market cap, this has been the best performing altcoin in my whole entire portfolio. I was up just on the daily yesterday. I was up something like 35%. Token fund flows, based AI, you name it, guys, you can get it from our Discord, honestly. So I would say look out for some altcoin season updates, which I do there very regularly. Very useful tool just to scan, because I know a lot of you are busy. But when it's alt season, and by all the metrics, this is probably the best chart to show you, every single one of you. I think the interesting take here is that Bitcoin dominance today, actually at one point, it was at 59%, as you can see there. And without stressing, guys, what I would say is, so whenever BTC runs, if it kind of drops back a little bit, you'll have a natural reaction to it. A true alt season is when the alts actually outperform or start to, overtake. Money flow switches from Bitcoin to the to the altcoins. So we will have some chances. I always talk about coins being at a psychological price. Okay, how much are you willing to pay for the exponentials? And a lot of people are stressing right now. I know a 5% in your portfolio, a 10, 20% in the case of some people. I know that's horrific, but you have to remember one thing, guys. We still need to break all-time high. So factors for remaining bullish. I tweeted something today, which was actually, it's just, I'll use it as a pointer, but this is quite point, to the point. And what I said was, I mean, this is about Bitcoin dominance, guys. But if you look at this, you're basically not bullish enough on what you hold right now. And that's facts. Most of us are thinking on that day-to-day candle swings. And again, as a macro investor, no one's actually made that significant amount of money. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, I mean, since early 2021, it's just been to the right. So this goes back. This is a monthly chart, by the way. I wish this was a daily or a weekly chart. In between that, there's been dips. We've had narratives pop off, but majority of your money hasn't even, started to formulate yet. So what I was saying here was, most alts will literally pump to Valhalla. And I know people say that. It's not a promise. It's the way the market is designed, right? It's not me being bullish just because I've been into a previous cycle. No, this is what happens, to the point where sometimes it doesn't actually even matter what you hold. What matters more in a bull market is the liquidity of the project you hold, right? That matters more. And the market, of course, right now, the market is pricing in a pro-crypto candidate. Trump's odds of winning the US election are higher and higher and higher by the day. So within that mindset, guys, a new all-time high will come. Now, every time then Bitcoin drops back a little bit, alts will also react. But I don't think it will be until next year when we truly see the dominance that's been building up for the best part of 3 years. As you can see here on these monthly candles to the right, it's incredible. So what I would say is right now we are at the mercy of the altcoin, Bitcoin dominance. But that encourages me, to look at the bags, because the bags will literally go back to their all-time highs. Or their current all-time highs is not where we're looking to make money, by the way. For many of you, you'd be able to break even on certain projects. But this is the time, I said, institutional and retail. This is going to be the biggest, because retail will FOMO in. And we're starting to see, obviously, risk assets coming back into play. So everything I'm seeing right now, what you're seeing here is just a temporary relief. I wouldn't even look at this. 12% on Ondo for the last 24 hours, 9% on Beam, and so on. So the top 100 is looking very, very juicy right now. If you look at the top 200, an increase of 3%. The pictures across the board. Some altcoins are, of course, lagging. And as you go down, for example, 3.5% here on the top 300. If you're holding anything here, you're doing all right today. And then, of course, interesting to see something like OXO down significantly today. So this is the time when you need to find a value by just doing simply what I'm doing right now. And as a result, I think we're all going to be absolutely fine. I mean, Virtual Protocol crushing it here. It was at 50 million a week ago. It's now doubled. Great move there. And some altcoins, I mean, you have to go down the risk barrier anyway, or the risk curve. Drift up 11%. Let me change this massage parlor music. So yeah, I mean, stuff like Aitech just moving ever so slightly here, but it does sit between, in the top three to 400 cryptocurrencies. But you're starting to see these moves happen, and some projects are lagging. For example, Based AI is up 9% today, and if you would have bought, the other night after the live stream, I put $10,000 again into Based AI. And, at the very lows, I'm actually up quite nicely on it. So sometimes it's about buying blood. It's about buying fear. And it's about just having conviction with what you buy. The biggest problem I can see in all of us is the ability to kind of not be happy with what we have. It's just a human trait. You get out of it and that shit pumps like insane. So, yeah, overall, the entire market is up. But meme coins, meme coins are up 9%. This is the biggest sector in the whole of crypto. Now, I do believe that AI has overall, I'm actually preparing a post. I'm not sure if I sent it yet, but there is a post coming out in the community about the mind share. I think I have shared that with the community already. But overall, I mean, what happens within crypto is now happening across technology. And you've got to have AI tokens. And you've got to have some meme exposure, guys. What memes you get? I can't be a financial advisor for memes. Of course, it's very subjective. But there are some incredible memes performing. I'm actually going to post about 2 of them in the group that I've been watching now. They kind of got away initially, but there seems to be a nice pullback. And this is what I posted in my latest post in the community. So if you go across the intersection between crypto and AI, and this is about in relation to social media. So the most dominant one is AI, DeFi, and memes. And then you got layer 2, GameFi, ETFs, RWA, ZK, and then you've got some other narratives. You've got shit narratives like BRC20s, which will come back, DeSci, decentralized social, Deepin, all the way. I mean, Deepin, I think, will be absorbed into AI. I don't think, and a lot of the companies are realizing this right now. So yeah, have a read. That post came out very recently. But yeah, bull market. Yes, the market's starting to price that in. And you can see by the narrative's scope of increase over the last 24 hours. So let me come to you guys. Yeah, 100%, bro. Yo, Tony. Yo, big Tony in the building, bro. Yeah, Dubai is good, bro. How's your extended break? Let us know, bro. We're looking forward to welcoming you in Dubai, man. Can't wait. Bro's an Alephium miner, and he's holding it until to $10. Listen, at $10, what do we have? I mean, let's have a look at where did we put Alf here? Yeah, so yeah, that'll be a nice clean 10x from where we are today. And of course, the price has changed since, so it's about 120. I think it's 124, $12. Yeah, $12.40. Yeah, that's doable. I can see that happening. 10x for Alf is not, and again, because you're mining it as well. Belta in the building. Yo, Aldia, what's happening? This is the first this is the first bull cycle. Can you give me a brief about the cycle, like with the narratives of the cycle, how large caps work, small caps? Does it work with a meme cycle too? Yeah, very good question. I think if you've got to look at the so I'm gonna try and talk through this. Okay. So let me just pull up a graph that will explain this to you in the best possible way. Let's go to images. All right, really what you're talking about is the traditional money flow within crypto. And in order to really understand this, you've got to visualize how really this works, right? This is an old chart. So this is in the stock market, and it's called the Wall Street cheat sheet. Okay. So what you have is different phases of the cycle. So you have this area of disbelief. Some would argue right now, we're starting to see hope. A recovery is possible. So this is where we are. Optimism. So the rally. So you go towards the election, and of course, you start to see optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. This is the height of, for example, Bitcoin. And, Bitcoin dominance drops. And I'm making it very simple, by the way. And we have an alt season that goes into the large caps, and then that money flows into the smaller, even more riskier assets. So to give you an example, right now, Bitcoin dominance is ripping. Of course, you have to collate this with other kind of facts as well. There's Bitcoin dominance, there's Ethereum dominance. When it's really dominant, that's when you get an indication for the second largest asset in the market. But eventually we will have every single shitcoin will go to near zero, and everything will crash, and we'll start the cycle again. But in terms of a meme cycle, I mean, last cycle we had the NFTs, right? So the NFTs are no different to how the memes are running this year. The only thing is, I think the meme explosion will actually go all the way, and I think we may even have a continuous meme activity during the bear market. But yeah, it's a very good question. I like that. Do you think car can do multiple billions? Yeah, I think so. Don't think I've done car on here, but I do have kind of like a price prediction for car. I was just doing it today. So you've got to look at the price right now. What is it? 12, let's say 12.20 or 12.40. Yeah, I think car has multiple X's in it. And listen, even around $300 to $500 million market cap, I think, that's corpo. But car, let's just have a look at car, because like I said, I mean, car has been printed in my portfolio. I have posted this, a while ago in the DXB community. Then we had the brief contract freeze due to they just actually froze out, which is quite good. But that recovery here, I mean, look, just to get back to all-time highs, you're looking at $50. What many people don't really realize about these guys is they are fully legit. They haven't done the exchange listing yet. I believe that will be a major narrative, but to be able to make all this growth from decentralized exchanges, I think that's quite incredible. But what you got to remember, along with the partnerships, right? So if you look at car now, let's just go. It has the ability to go viral, right? With low token supply. So you've got, I mean, look at the tokenomics here, right? You've got 2.8 million tokens circulating. This gives me actually an Alephium vibe in terms of the actual low supply. So ILV was actually a bit more, ILV had more tokens. I believe ILV was like 4.8 million. And that kind of did incredible in the last cycle. This was one of the best projects like ever in crypto for printing. It really took off, and this topped at $1,800. Now, I'm not saying that car's going to do this. I mean, it's a different time, right? But if you look at the all-time high here, look at this. November 2021. I remember this day. This hit literally wicked to $1,900. Now, if you look at the tokenomics of this particular project, and again, look, retail becomes fans of tokens. You don't really, like, people should always look at the ability for a token to get somewhere. Because to a large extent, every single one of us here is gambling right now because we're in the alt season. and it's been proven to happen before. But if you look at this, I mean, this had, at the time of that last bull run, I think the circulating supply was like 2 million or 1.8 million or whatever. But look, it's got total supply is 9.6 million, and circulating, even after all these years, 3 years later, is 6.8 million tokens. So you could argue from that 10 million range, CAR is just supreme in tokenomics. I mean, for those of you that can accumulate some tokens here, you do well. Fully diluted, 42 million. Current market cap, 34 million. Circulating supply, 2.8. Total supply, 3.5 million. Oh my goodness. I mean, listen, you know, I ain't gonna hype this up because I'm still buying some more. And you know, if you're from the community, just do your research on this. You know, there's a lot of I told you so in my community, and there's a reason why I do this shit every day for 18 hours a day. You know, Becca says this and then boom, you know, if I honestly, I caught few tokens that I had no idea that people like Becca were backing, and they did really well. So CAR is an incredible one. I would concentrate some money into the likes of CAR and Mavia. Of course, I've got a big unlock for you tomorrow with Carrot. You know, seeing the prices actually being very, very reactive. So the unlock is tomorrow, and that should give us a decent unlock here. But when people talk about inflation, you know, if the project is viral enough or big enough, they can absorb that. And this is one of these bad boys that can do that. You know, $10 million, 12% of the market cap will be unlocked tomorrow. There is another unlock following that in November. And you're going to have 18 million Carrot enter circulation, right? And don't forget, max supply here is 1 billion. So it all matters. And then you've asked about Corpo. But honestly, guys, this is top notch. This is addictive stuff, man. Free to play, single player, and yeah. At least there are no VC unlocks. So whoever is selling it is just purely down to the wallet distribution. I actually bought a little bit of Corpo and a little bit of G Swift today. And I think Corpo's main impetus will come from the gaming season. You know, for now, we're just purely buying these charts at the bottom, right? 11 cents. I mean, look at the volume here. It is absolutely, there's no volume in it. 100K, you know, so Corpo is one of those, man. It's got enough listings anyway. Could do with some more. KuCoin, Gate, and Mexi. But I think what really stood out for me was the work that they've put in. So the team is trying. The team is trying. And I think Citizen Conflict should benefit from something like a Gunzilla. You know, so yeah. That's Corpo for you, man. Good picks, bro. But I'm expecting at least 30x minimum from CAR. And yeah, for Corpo, it's probably a bit more difficult to calculate Corpo, but look at the quality. That's all you have to do. Wa alaikum salam, bro. Yo, man wants to know where I'm from. Middle East, bro. Ram, what's going on? How's India today, bro? Namaste. Nice to see you. Can you please RW coins? Yeah, let's have a look at RWA. You know what? I'll use this one here. Solidus AI Tech. So let's have a look at RWA. Here's my RWA list. So RWA again is an area that's going to do really well. I think picking one or two here. My favorite's not even in there. I don't think you need more than one RWA project, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Ideally, if you could get a layer one RWA with a very good narrative. I mean, in this particular case, for example, I've put in a significant amount of money into Axelar. People are fading this because I think because of the market cap. But if this could do a 20x, which is possible, I think it would be one of the best investments in terms of risk to reward. I genuinely do. Like every day, they've just integrated Ton into Axelar. You don't have to go microcap degen, is my point. But if you wanted to, you could actually find the likes of Dusk. I think this is one of the best projects this cycle because it's fully diluted and it's listed on Binance. Again, you know, Mexi Binance is doing decent volume, 1.8 million on Binance. And this is another really good one. This is another really, really good one, bro. So I would look at that. And then if you want to degen outside of these, you know, Axelar and Dusk, I would look at, you know, I mean, take your pick here. You know, you've got some people like Parcel, but there is an inflation there. Then you got the likes of Prop, SMT, and then, of course, there are a few more there. But Relio really took a nosedive because of the tokenomics adjustment here, which is brutal this week. You know, they voted to increase the number of tokens, and as a result, they literally just nuked the chart. So well down to the Dow. Circulating supply, total supply 74 million. Max supply, no mate. It's basically doubled. So yeah, that's my take on RWA. Cave, what's going on, bro? My first comment was deleted. Damn, bro, who deleted your comment? No way. It's about to make that move to 75k. Yeah, BTC is looking absolutely incredible. Or you start to get the picture anyway when you look at the monthly, right? Because if you look at the monthly, you start to actually see, you know, how far we've come with these Heikenhashi candles. It's I would probably say, look, I'm waiting for kind of like to be honest, it's almost like it's almost like it's gonna be we're gonna be in a situation where Bitcoin eventually goes insane. 75k, 100k, you know. And if we look at some of the alts as well, let's have a look at the sorry, not the dominance. What was I looking for? Yeah, let's look at the dominance, right? It's important for the dominance to eventually come down, but I still see that we will continue riding a higher Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, bro, 72. I still believe that this cycle we get towards the 200 mark. I genuinely do. I think Bitcoin is going to go nuts. Yo, Juno, do you think layer one like TED or ALF will get smaller piece of the pie? Yeah, definitely. I did make a video today about, or this week about both of them. So I want to talk about Tectum a little bit. Let's have a look at Tectum. Because what we have is, believe me, there are whales eyeing these projects. Because the whales actually, the smart money understands how the system works, right? So you've got this whole entire, you know, $80 million, right? 100 million FDV. I mean, could almost argue that the upside potential to Alpha and Tectum is just scary right now. It's very scary. So we know the technology. We know the soft mode. Now, interestingly, this week and in the last few months anyway, the team have really stepped up their marketing. And this is something that you've got to appreciate, because I hold some projects that don't even do absolutely nothing. And if you start seeing marketing going away from a project, you got to ask questions. And so first of all, there's a case of adoption for the Softnode. Softnode wallet app is officially on the iOS now. That's incredibly bullish. And of course, it's available. All you have to see is that it's available in the US. This is kind of, it's not easy to get, compliance in the US for anything, right? You've got to go by the laws. So, Turkey, India, Brazil, of course, Russia as well. So this is actually a massive move, guys. So you have to, that's available now on the App Store. You can download it. So Tectum is actually bringing in, look at that, Softnode wallet. And of course, it's giving me, the Russian here, the English. This is where crypto, guys, we're on the cusp of adoption. You do realize that. You guys are tech boom buyers. You're sitting here in 1994, 95, buying Windows 95 or some shit, That's how early we are. I don't think many of us even understand the technology that we're currently investing into. That's why in my group, I always talk about, don't think about freeing yourself in just the first bite at the cherry. Get yourself free financially, multi-cycle. Take this industry very seriously, because we're on the cusp of a, I would say, global adoption of crypto globally. And the Softnode, powered by Tectum, is a groundbreaking mobile application transforms the way you manage and transfer digital assets. And of course, it's with its innovative transaction-less payment system, Softnode offers instant payment with zero fees. If that's not innovation, I don't know what the hell innovation is, making it the perfect solution for a fast, anonymous, and efficient transaction. This is adoption, guys. This is adoption. And, I'm really proud to hold this project, because I think sometimes a lot of investments, people just get scared away by, what they're buying into. Guys, we're technically invested into tech startups. Many of them will fail. Many of them will fail. In fact, I'm 100% sure that 90% of cryptocurrencies won't be here in the next cycle, right? A lot of the stuff, but stuff like this is actually transforming. This is a transformation of payments. So, big up to the team. I think Tectum will do really well. And for Alf, I really respect the way the team is going about their job. It's almost businessman-like. They're not cutting any corners. They build first. A few times I tried to get involved with the price arguments and performance, but Alephium is building just like Tectum, and that's all you could want from a layer one undervalued cryptocurrency. Now, why do I think we may actually have to wait for the overall crazy gains on these, because I think what will happen is, your Ethereum holders, your Bitcoin holders, when we get that flow into the into the smaller alts, they're not going to come for the shit micro caps at $2 million or 500k. Money will find them, but they have to wait in line. So what Alpha's done, I love the recovery from 118 to about 124. That's decent, 5%. I did say to the group that the whale sell pressure will start fading out, and it is almost, I'm almost sure that the ecosystem projects are starting to grow now. You've got Alf Banks. Let me just show you guys. I did talk about this in my video today. But if you're somebody who's holding, a large cap layer one and you don't have a lot of money, This is your only, I would say, Tectum and Alephium are a very, very good way of you making money. Now, the most important project here, let me just show you. These guys are building, man. Like, all you can hope is, imagine integrating Tangent, Ledger, and OneKey. I know many big projects that can't do that. And it's just a sign. If you go to their GitHub, they're always building. But there is actually one project here that I wanted to talk about, which is this one here. This is probably the most important project on Alephium. And this is called the Alph Banks. And this is now real DeFi. And the thing about Alephium that people don't actually know about, it's very difficult to hack these proof of work cryptos. You know that. This is a truly decentralized, almost hack resistant, very secure protocol with sharding, of course. So I'm expecting this to lead to a massive TVL growth. And with the TVL growing, you could actually see, this is the stuff that I was talking about today. Holders and new users of Alephium going to the right over time. So if you're holding this, do not expect fireworks immediately, right? But what you've got to do is you've got to diamond hand these. You've got to diamond hand both of these, because I think they offer you a layer one, which will be built on. I mean, Tectum, for example, is bringing out a stable coin in partnership with a Middle Eastern country. Because I know a few things about global currencies. I think they're working with the Kuwaiti government, because that's one of the strongest currencies, and they refer to that on their X page. So, big up to these guys, man. Absolutely. Being really impressed as of late by the way they conducting, themselves. There's always updates. So I'm very bullish on Tectum. I think if you can accumulate some Tectum at these $10 levels, don't be too greedy, because they will offer you a very, very good return. And Alph under $2, that's my psychological cutoff point. I will keep accumulating Alph. And, we need to double down, guys. We need to build our conviction by now. Most of you have been in the space for a while, right? So I think this is, where's the country that they mentioned? Yeah, they haven't actually mentioned the country yet, but yeah, let's go Alephium. Let's go Tectum. Definitely. Great question. A debit card. So listen, it's first of all, I love the fact that any project that's trying to innovate is posting about these things. But what do I think? I think it's bullish. I don't overlook at that and say it's not bullish at all, because you've got to remember, guys, there's people coming after us, right? Like, we keep saying we're early, but all of us here have been, just because we're worn out in the space doesn't mean that new investors actually don't look at these things with a different pair of eyes. And I think it's bullish. I think the masses will love it. Retail's not here, right? So when they announced that they've obviously got a new, they started a new credit or debit card system, I love it. I think I reposted that straight away. And this is what you're going to get with these guys, man. If we forget about the tech and the use cases and the launch pad and the data center and everything else, at least they're gonna try and pump our bags. So I see the credit card or the debit card as part of a greater marketing strategy by Aitech. So yeah, this is it with Zebek. So another Web3 project, an RWA one. So yeah, solid as Aitech Zebek. No fees. And it'd be interesting. Actually, the question here would be, how easy would it be to actually, transfer or use crypto within that ecosystem, right? Because imagine for many of us, right, it's, sometimes you don't want to really go to a Coinbase or a Binance or a Kraken or whatever and try to sell your crypto OTC or transfer it to your banks or whatever. So I could actually see, again, a mainstream adoption for crypto. Now, does it always work? Not really. Is it more of a marketing ploy right now? Yes, but it is what it is, man. We're in the business of. Yo, Savage, is that Robbie Savage in the chat? What's going on, bro? Evening, D. As you're aware, Casper is an Israeli project, and supporting it may indirectly endorse their murderous actions. As a community, do you think we should reconsider our involvement? Yasser, fantastic question. Fantastic question. And I'm not going to shy away from this question because do you see the glass half full or half empty? And I think supporting them, supporting any regime that's doing what they're doing is not, I'm talking about humanity. I have, like, you guys have seen my baby, I have 2 girls. I have a daughter. So, I try to stay away from, as a community, I think politicizing investments can work for you and they can work against you. I've been early to Casper, so I've been accumulating cash since 2023. And will me dumping my Casper bag right now benefit me or my beliefs? Just for the record, I am a father, of 2 girls. What's happening there is absolutely horrific. But when it comes to investing, I'd rather make $2 million and give some of that to charity to help those people. Otherwise, what could I be? I mean, listen, it's a touchy subject and people don't actually like to talk about these things like I'm addressing it. But I made, there's a very good friend of mine actually. Big up my friend. He's a whale in our community, and we talk about these things on an intimate level. And we both, at some point, we were left in a dark room by what's going on. But we decided not to sell our bags because when I was accumulating Casper, if there's a war in Ukraine, for example, and or there's a war, and you're in a particular investment, do you boycott that investment because it's linked to a particular group? Absolutely not. I was buying a tech, not a country, not a person. I like to think that we're in this decentralized world where we can help each other. But yeah, I will be giving a fat amount of whatever I make from the project to children in Palestine. Yeah, no doubt. And I think that's the mature way of taking it rather than taking our anger out. It's almost like, whenever something like this happens, for example, boycott Starbucks, right? Boycott Starbucks. Now, most of the Starbucks are globally franchised. In fact, across the entire region, majority of Starbucks is owned by a company called Al Shaya, right? It's an Arab company. Now, who would you hurt if you did that? So I think taking that action is for me is a little bit different. But yeah, no, I see your point, brother. I see your point 100%. Ram said, please check heart. What, my heart, bro? You want to play around with my heart? You're telling me to check this after it pumped. Humans AI. Yeah, I held this last year or earlier on in the year, I think, for a little bit for a pump here, I think it was. But yeah, it's already it's already big. Yeah, and it's already pumped as well. So yeah, unless you're in this one and you're obviously in this pump here, it's nothing really that makes it unique for me, personally speaking. I know the project, no listings, and it's already got a high valuation. Ziad, what's going on, bro? As usual, I have some projects to check out. First, D-Bridge, Department of Government Efficiency, and of course, D-Book. So, first of all, without any hesitation, I love the Doge real the new Dogecoin. That's a must in any portfolio, in my opinion. But I think it's pumped a little bit. Yeah, look, up 50%. I was actually, I fell asleep the other night. I was about to post an alert for this way down here. I think it was a few days ago. But yeah, market cap's only 35 million. I think it will still pump some more. And if Trump wins, I mean, you can see here, put this on your watch list, guys, and buy it back. It's still very small. I think this gets over to, if literally Trump wins, I can see this doing a 10x from here. And what I do like about it is the first meme coin that has a specific tweet that could potentially become a government department. This is what I like about it. So it is it's a good meme. It's a very good meme. So I really like this one. I think this one will do. But you've got to remember, it's a meme coin at the end of the day. So you're betting on Trump winning, and then you're looking for an extra pump with Elon. Let's look at D-Bridge. It's been coming up lately, 5% for the day. I still feel like, the valuation is just... So listings-wise, Bybit is always a good exchange. So that's where it's doing most of its volume. Very good volume on Bybit, by the way, $11 million. I'm not sure if it's listed on the futures over there. But yeah, I mean, listen, there is one more project that I like in the Solana DeFi ecosystem, but this is a big project. Would I get into it right now? Possibly not. But it's a massive valuation. Look at that. Let's just look at the tokenomics real quick. Let's look at the tokenomics here. $67 million here. What are we looking at? $67 million. Department of Government Efficiency. All right. So you got actually unlocks are not bad at all. Unlocks are not bad at all. You've got an unlock in 5 months. And that's very good. Actually, by then it's a sell before then. So you got 38 million, which is 58% of the market cap that will be coming into circulation. And right now you've only got, so it's basically 10% of the supply. It is quite sizable. So therefore, I would say this is a bull market trade for sure. It's a DeFi project on Solana. Definitely worth a look. And the rounds that they're going to unlock are, so you've got basically ecosystem, core contributors, community and launch, strategic partners, foundations, and validators. So by essence, I mean, look, some of these may not be as scary, but because it's a bull market, I would say, yeah, I would say it's good for a trade. It's a big project. So yeah, and then Deep. Let's have a look at Deep. I know I think the lads were talking about Deep in the Discord. We looked at this the other night, I think. So it's pumped 54%. Yeah, let's have a look on on SUI. Yeah, this is the one that we looked at the other night. Again, let's go back to crypto rank. I'm waiting for AI and AI projects to come on SUI. That would be insane. So there is an unlock today, and it's pumped because the unlock was fairly small. But maybe you give it a bit of time. The rest of the schedule, 19th, they've got basically daily unlocks. So I don't like that. 2.4 million here. Yeah, so look, I think the main bullish factor here, that the pump is just ridiculous, right? So yeah, I would say not bad, but I think these rounds of unlocks are, if the market conditions are not favorable, could be a problem. Patience is key with Alpha. Absolutely, Peter. Hope you're well, brother. And watch out for Rio. It's already cheap. Yeah, Rio is very cheap. I mean, look, but the FUD will go away. Yeah, I think, listen, over time, the FUD will go for sure. 100%, bro. Synesis, one of the best performing AI coins of the last month. Let's have a look at Synesis. The token ticker is Synesis 1. Yeah, SNS 1. Let's have a look at this one. 30 million, fully diluted 50. Coming out of that bottom, was launched, I think, towards the end of the last, towards the end of the last bull run, bear market. On Solana again. Look, Solana is going to do well. The ecosystem is going to pump it. I have looked at this one before. A few things I didn't like about it. But yeah, it could definitely pump. It's showing that recovery anyway. Steve B, what's up, bro? Hope you're well. The only thing that's missing is definitely ETH. And if you look at the dominance again, yeah, I mean, Ethereum dominance is actually down today from yesterday. Yeah, big facts, bro. Yeah, coffee. Yeah, let's have a look at coffee. Coffee, bro. You did ask me. I think I might have had a look before. 7% up. I had a big pump today. 400k market cap. A Solana meme coin, I assume. I confirm that I'm not in Afghanistan or Benin. Yes, sir. Coffee explain. Treasury, liquidity, sex. Decent, very decent. Up slightly today, but yeah, I think there's there might be opportunities for entry here for sure. Nice shout, bro. Swish on SUI. Yeah, let's have a look, guys. Let's go through your tokens. Swish. Is this it? Sushi cap? No, Swish. It's probably on Dex. Let me focus on the coin market cap listings, and I will check. Draghi can hit 1 billion. Draghi, I think there was Frappy, Draghi, Hoppy, Draghi. Come on, Draghi. It's not even on coin market cap, right? Sorry. Is it the CTO? Probably the CTO, right? The Draghi CTO. This is probably the one. Decent bounce today. I think a lot of these meme tokens will run hard. Listings still only on Uniswap, so some people could be early to this one. Yeah, it looks good, bro. First layover flight, catch a bit of this live. Yo, Joey, where you heading to, bro? You're already on a bull market vacation. Nomad investor. Gonna find you. Listen, man, join our community, man. We'll find you a home. Vault. Vault.win. Damn. This chart looks like Felicia, bro. That's the last 24 hours, maybe. Very strong, though. Fully diluted. Uniswap. Yeah. Let's pump our bags, man. Yeah, it looks decent. Let's have a look at their Twitter. Oh, this is on Titan X, is it? Yeah, this ecosystem will pump. They need to bring me back into the community because I forgot to unstake my Titan X, my ETH. So yeah, lost it all, man. Big up, Maz. Yeah, chill out, guys. What's going on, bro? Maneki Mumu and Hoppy. Yep. Yeah, Nacho's good. Nacho's very good, John. Definitely very good. I think it's the leading one anyway. Patriot in the building, Maz. Meme Play, Mod Brett, Popcat, Giga, Omikami, Apu, Turbo, Hoppy. Yeah, solid list, bro. I hope you're well, Mary. Yeah, Moonwell, man. It's an easy dollar. Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at Moonwell forever. Yeah, Peter. DCA prices for both of them. I think based AI is what, 245. It's showing people recovery. It's still not too late to buy Moonwell. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, I've been calling Moonwell, if you're in our community, for many months. I'm buying that under $2 is a steal. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, they're both decent. They're both decent, especially since there's a low cap AI token. Yo, Lewis, what's going on, bro? Yo, you headed to Bali? Nice, bro. Yeah, check out the Monkey Forest, man, and make sure you have some Luwak coffee. You know, I couldn't believe it, man. They're trying to charge me so much money for coffee beans that are basically pooped out by the some of the local monkeys. But there is a nice restaurant. I forgot exactly what the area was in Bali, overlooking at the famous volcano, bro. So you're gonna love it, man. Gonna love it. Text me, man, so I can drop some gems. I went to Bali for my honeymoon, and it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely, bro. I hope you enjoy that. It's gonna be brilliant. Yeah, and I'll see you in Dubai in the bull market. You know, next year, 2025, 2026, DXP community will have a residential settings. You know, we're gonna have some nice parties on some yachts, or we'll probably meet up at the F1 or something in Abu Dhabi. That's gonna be sick. Andre, my bro, hope you're well. Yeah, numbers protocol I'm not familiar with, but XAI, I actually faded that. I wanted to buy it last year. Inflation was just horrific. And as far as numbers protocol is concerned, I've never really looked into this one. Just have a quick check. 23 million, fully diluted double. Sexy chart, as always. You know, the chart looks really inviting to new investors, but let's just judge it on the last year. More often than not, we can see a clear picture here. So I wouldn't really invest in this at all. You know, I don't care what they're doing. Numbers protocol is not a decent investment, because you got to remember sometimes, you know, who talks about numbers protocol unless you're holding it from the last cycle? Could you open up YouTube one day and talk about numbers protocol? Yeah, so you gotta get some viral tokens. Yeah, so officially, depending on your time zone, I mean, they should be released, you know, on the 19th. So yeah, so 19th to what timing that is, I think, you know, we'll get it throughout the whole of tomorrow. Any input on Alt? Alt, Mateus, Alt is decent. It's very good. Price performance will suggest otherwise, but these things take time to cook. You know, they take a little time to mature. Just like, you know, if you saw this chart right now, you've got to kind of move it towards, you know, from the beginning, it's just been on a downward slope. But overall, all it has to just get, you know, it's probably at its bottom now. I don't deny the project is good, but most people will just fade it because of the chart. And that's a shame, you know. So decentralized, verifiable cloud computing, I think this will be important. This will be important going forward in the future. So yeah, a lot of these projects will have utility, trusted by companies. So the likes of actually storage, many projects actually use them. Dell Technologies, I mean, you can't put these, you know, Tencent and all of these companies on their website. These are real partnerships, and I think over the time it should grow. From fundamentals, there's no issues here. It's a very good project. Yeah, I've looked at Arion several times before. You know, I thought about even doing a buy load on it once, but yeah, it's not for me, bro. I just don't see proof of area. Arion. I think Joey's entering the building, bro. Man City is in the building. 6 million. Look, this will pump, but fundamentally speaking, I mean, I don't really see proof of area as a, you know, as a narrative. I could be wrong. Look, $6 million, anything can happen here, but I wasn't bullish on it then. The chart doesn't actually look bad. It's picking back up again. City in the building, man. Hit the likes. My brother said hit the likes. Smoosh the likes. Dominance will continue to rise a bit. 100%, bro. Yeah, Caveman, I really like your post today in the Discord. Actually, that was pretty good, man. As always, you're spot on macro, which is good to always see. But BTC close to a weekly candle over 75k. Yeah, it will come off. And of course, the election as well, guys. The market is already pricing in a Trump win. Things are just performing differently. 100%, bro. 100%. Ooh, Joey, that's Can car outperform Marvia? Ooh, let me think about that one. Let me sleep on that one tonight. I don't think it can. It could. I mean, listen, you never know. The market cap is low enough. The tokenomics are sound, you know, so you could actually see a decent pump there. That's a good question, by the way. I'm still in the building. My brother, how are you, bro? I haven't seen you lately. Please, I would like you to cover Mint Layer. Salty, absolutely. Let's go cover Mint Layer, man. Listen, you know, Mint Layer community big up yourselves. I'm actually one of them. But lately, I understand you ain't been getting no love. And from a chart perspective, you know, there's that stabilization at this bottom here, $21 million. One of the reasons I honestly think that mint layer has not been, actually one or two red days that we've had recently where Bitcoin was down, not only sees mint layer just flashing green, but will they pump? Absolutely. You know, they have all the fundamentals in their own narrative. They've just not been in narrative. You know, I always tell people, do not look at mint layer as a you know, as a project by its own. You know, the whole of the BRC 20s, which I can actually show you, I can prove to you that Bitcoin layer 2s. I mean, let's have a look at stacks. So this is the largest and probably the best project, but it's way too big at $2 billion. So this is where the TVL of Bitcoin is likely to end up influencing the TVL. Right now, it's about $120 million on this ecosystem. But if we look at the whole BRC 20s, not BRC 20s, the Bitcoin layer 2s. So let's see what's pumping, right? And this is no surprise. So you got the likes of Stacks, Core, and Merlin Chain that are all up, all big caps, right? Then you've got Alex Labs after the hack, which is absolutely, you know, decimated. This was a project over $1. Then you've got the next best thing, which is mint layer there, just sitting there at $22 million. Orange, which is now below. I mean, this is, you know, this is now the lowest it's ever been for a long time. So this is another one to watch if you're looking for, you know, that Bitcoin layer 2 narrative. Vela is built on stacks. So if you look at the whole entire scene, apart from the blue gems here, especially stacks and core, the rest of the market is just kind of doing okay. So once the narrative comes in, you've got to see mint layer to its own narrative. You know, so yeah, absolutely. Aitech is a YouTuber shill. Crypto Gorilla, what's going on, bro? Project making nothing special about the project here. They are doing for AI. Look, there is absolute truth to your point. I do take that point. But YouTubers are not all evil, and if YouTubers can actually pump the shit out of the token, how is that an emotional thing to react to? That's a good thing. I really believe, like, you know, not all YouTubers stand for the wrong thing. And if you're like, YouTube is not everything, but I think a lot of fundamentals happen on YouTube. Diamond hands means hold. Absolutely. Diamond hands, yeah. Never let them go. Yeah, Cetus, I called it under under the 10 cents, so I do like it a lot. I think it will be the biggest DEX on Sui. I think a lot of people are kind of looking at the market cap and the recent pump, and they're like, Cetus is way too big. But we have short memories when it comes to these price pumps. So if you look here, it had that monumental run previously back in March, and then did this cup and handle here. So the next leg up is going to be quite significant as well. Now, what's encouraging here, guys, the market cap is fairly low, right? $58 million in market cap. So, you know, no one's missing Cetus, especially if it does $5 billion, $4 billion. If Sui goes to 100 billion, you know, Cetus will easily get to 4 to 5 billion, 4 to 5% of the layer 1. Crypto must be non-political. I agree, bro. I believe Alf can hit 100x. I genuinely don't disagree against you, bro, with everything I'm seeing. Because I think Alf is where smart money will rotate into when it comes to low caps. K-Ban in the building, bro. Jake Stennett, that's why I'm sizing down from these national state terrorist heavy supporters. Was that national state heavy supporters? I didn't get that, bro. I don't know if that was a meme coin. Investing in chains that ship blacks to Africa. Would you do it? What's his point? Jake, what's your point? Who can ship blacks to Africa, man? Don't come here with your racist nonsense, right? No one's shipping no one anywhere. And I don't even understand whether you're talking about a meme coin, whether you're talking about the situation that I was addressing before. And again, you know, like I said before, this is a non-political channel. So yeah, I don't give a shit, man. Whatever you're saying, I don't really understand. Come clean, talk to me properly. Don't give me analogies. Try to cover most of the catastrophes, high and low risks. Tau, Marvia, Turbo, Zeta. Yeah, good stuff, bro. Elon tweets Doge. It will pump massively. Absolutely low key. If Trump tweets Tectum is going to skyrocket. You're saying Tectum was goodbye. You were saying, yeah, absolutely, bro. Stack more bags. Yeah, definitely. My bag is actually way too big. I'm way too bullish on it. Where am I, man? Yo, where am I? I think that's it, man. I've got through all of the so guys, listen, you know, there's some comments that obviously that are trying to piss me off and goad me into talking a lot of nonsense. I'm going to call it a night. It's been amazing. I've been your host, and let's hope and pray for a better world. Good night, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.